Once again, very warm welcome in listenings for my e-lecture. In this video, we are going to learn the concept of morpheme, morph and allomorphs. In previous video, I have discussed in detail the concept of morpheme, that morpheme is the smallest meaningful unit of word, and it is further classified into free morpheme and bound morpheme. Free morpheme further classified into lexical morpheme and functional morpheme. In the same way, bound morphemes are classified in inflection as well as derivational morpheme. Now we will try to differentiate the concept of morpheme with morph and allomorphs. As you see the definition, once again, the meaning distinguishing abstract dimension of morpheme. This is the smallest meaningful unit of word which is present in our mind. It refers to the abstract dimension. Abstract means which cannot be touched, which cannot be seen. So if we try to make analogy of this concept with the phoneme and phone, as we know that phoneme is the abstract unit of sound, meaningful abstract unit which is present in our mind, and when it is physically realized, phonologically pronounced, then it becomes like phone. In the same way, the concept of morpheme is that this is the smallest meaningful unit of word, but at abstract level it is present in our mind. If I give you example, for example, if I say table, this is the word table, morpheme table, in the mind will be considered as morpheme, and tables again, S is a different morpheme, table is a different morpheme. So that is why we say this is the smallest meaningful unit of word. Further we see morph. Morph means shape. It means when morpheme is physically realized, it is physically pronounced, the physical form of morpheme which is present in our mind, that is called as morph. Look at a concrete. Morpheme is abstract, present in the mind, and this is concrete, mean physically we can see the concept, which physically we can see morph. For example, the concept of morpheme in the mind, when it is pronounced, it becomes like cat. Now the physical realization of this concept is considered as cat. Now we see that physical realizations are not always same. We have different physical realizations. Same morpheme can be pronounced in different ways. We have different forms of morph. So let me relate this concept with the allomorphs. These are the different realizations of the same morpheme which is present in the mind. For example, plural morpheme, the morpheme which makes singular, which changes singular into plural. This is this one, as plural morpheme. This is present in our mind. At one time it may be pronounced as z, in another form it may be pronounced as s, and in another form it may be physically realized as is and is. So these are different realizations of the same morpheme. What is the same morpheme? That is as plural. Let's look at different examples. For example, this one, if we see dog, and look at the preceding sounds which are present before this one, z sound, dog, g and they, a. These are voiced sound, g. You know the concept of voiced and unvoiced sound. Voiced means those sounds which are produced with the vibration in the vocal folds, vocal cords. So g, this is voiced, and a, they. This is also vowel sound, and all the vowel sounds are always voiced. And if there is vowel sound, voiced sound, which present before this one, and in this way it will be pronounced as dogs, z. So plural s is being pronounced as z, and days, this is not days, s is not pronounced, although the morpheme is same, but physical realization at this place is different. But if you add s morpheme at the end of this one, t, p, and k. And if you consider the place and manner of articulation, you would come to know that these are t, p, and k. These are voiceless sounds, because while pronouncing these sounds there is no vibration in the vocal folds. That is why we call these sounds as voiceless. And if the preceding sound of S plural morpheme is voiceless, then you will have s sound, right? Cats, cups. You don't pronounce cups. Cups will be considered as wrong. In the same way, if you see the final sounds which are present at the end of these words are s sound and sh sound, and these are ch sound and j sounds. So these final sounds are hissing sounds. So if there is hissing sound at the end, and if you add plural S morpheme, then you will find these realizations like horses, not horses, horses, bushes, churches, and judges. Something it gives the sound of is and sometimes is. So once again, look at the concept of allomorphs. Allo means many, a closely set of related morphemes, allomorphs. When we have different realizations of the same morph is same. If we take it as a mental concept, abstract concept, then we'll call it as allomorpheme. Otherwise, we'll call it as morph when we take the physical realizations. So same as S morpheme is giving different realizations. So this is all about the concept of morpheme, morph, and allomorphs. Once again, let me revise: smallest meaningful unit of word which is present at abstract level, and this is the physical realization of the same abstract concept which is present in our mind. And allomorphs, these are different physical realizations of the same morphemes. This is all about the concept of morph, morpheme, and allomorpheme. Thank you so much.